Hello guys, it's your boy Akramart. I'm back again with another video. Now in this video we're going to be looking at, specifically we're going to be looking at East Africa's lake. It's known as Lake Victoria. We're going to be looking at Lake Victoria. I want to let you know things you didn't know about Lake Victoria. We're going to look at different things like the history, the local name of the lake. We're going to look at a couple of things about the lake. Yeah, this video is just about Lake Victoria, guys. I'm going to tell you all things you don't know about Lake Victoria. Yeah, like the title states, all the things you didn't know about Lake Victoria. I'm going to tell you guys. I want you to know things you didn't know about Lake Victoria, guys. If you like the video, guys, please leave a like, subscribe, watch till the end. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section. Yeah, and guys, I want you to enjoy. And these are the things all you need to know about Lake Victoria. Let's do this, guys. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Consider subscribing if you like this video. Yeah, let's do this. These are the things you need to know about Lake Victoria, guys. Now, Lake Victoria is one of African Great Lakes, with a surface area of approximately 59,947 kilometers squared. Lake Victoria is Africa's greatest lake by area, the world's largest tropical lake, and the world's second largest freshwater lake by surface area after Lake Superior in North America. In terms of volume, Lake Victoria is the world's 9th largest continental lake, containing about 2,424 kilometers squared of water. Now, Lake Victoria occupies a shallow depression in Africa. The lake has an average depth of 40 meters and a maximum depth of 80 to 81 meters. Lake Victoria's catchment area covers 169,858 kilometers squared. The lake has a shallow line of 7,142 kilometers. When digitalized, be at the 25,000 level, with islands constituting of the length. Lake Victoria is divided amongst 3 countries, which are Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania, of course. Kenya occupies 6%, Uganda occupies 45%, and Tanzania occupies 49%. Though having multiple local languages, names such as Nalubale, among others, the lake was renamed after Queen Victoria by the explorer John Huntington Speke, the first Briton to document the lake in 1858, while on an expedition with Richard Francis Burton. The lake is home to many species of fish, which live nowhere else, especially like Nile perch, tilapia, among others, have driven many endemic species to extinction. Now, guys, let's look at geology about the lake. Now, geologically, Lake Victoria is relatively young, at about 400,000 years old. It's 400,000 years old. Yeah, it was formed when westward inflowing rivers were damaged, dammed by the upgrown crust block. During the Miocene era, what is now the catchment area of the lake was on the western side of an uplifted area that functioned as a continental divide, with streams on the western side flowing into the Congo River basin, and streams on the eastern side flowing to the Indian Ocean. As the East African Rift system formed, the eastern wall of the Albertine Rift rose, gradually reversing the drainage towards what is now Lake Victoria. With the opening of the main East African Rift and the Albertine Rift down-warpened the area between them as the rift walls rose, creating the current Lake Victoria basin. During its geological history, Lake Victoria went through changes, ranging from its present shallow depression through to what may have been a series of much slower lakes. Geological cores taken from its bottom show Lake Victoria has they show that Lake Victoria has completely dried up at least 3 times since it was formed. These drying cycles are probably related to past ice ages, which were times when precipitation declined globally. Lake Victoria has dried out about 17,300 years ago, and it's refilled 14,700 years ago as the African humid period began. Now let's look at hydrology, guys. Lake Victoria receives 80% of its water from direct rainfall. Average evaporation on the lake is between 2.0 and 2.2 meters per year, almost double the precipitation of riparian areas. Lake Victoria receives its water directly from rivers and thousands of small streams. The Kagera River is the largest river flowing into the lake, with its mouth on the lake's western shores. Lake Victoria is drained southerly by the Nile River which is near Jinja, Uganda. On the lake's northern shore. In the Kenya sector, the main influent rivers are the Sio, Zoya, Yala, Nyando, and Sondu, Mirio, and Naigori. Guys, the only outflow from Lake Victoria is the Nile River, which exits the lake near Jinja, Uganda. In terms of contributed water, this makes Lake Victoria the principal source of the longest branch of the Nile. However, the most distal source of the Nile basin, and therefore the ultimate source of the Nile, is more often considered to be one of the tributary rivers of the Kagera River, and which originates in either Rwanda or Burundi. The uppermost section of the Nile is generally known as the Victoria Nile, until it reaches the Lake Albert. Although it is a part of the same river system known as the White Nile, and is occasionally referred to as such. Strictly speaking, this name does not appear until after the river crosses the Uganda border into South Sudan to the north. The lake exhibits a trophic condition in 1990 to 1991. Oxygen concentrations in the mixed layer were higher than in 1960 to 1961, with nearly continuous oxygen saturation in surface water. Oxygen concentration in hypolonic water. Let's look at fishery. Now, Lake Victoria supports Africa's largest inland fishery. As of 1997, initially the fishery involved native species, especially tilapia and it's haplochiromin. The name disturbs me. But also catfish also, among others. Some of these include tilapia, ningu, had already declined in the first half of the 20th century due to overfishing. To boost fishing, several species of non-native tilapia and Nile perch were introduced to the lake in 1950. Nevertheless, the natives continued to dominate fisheries until the 1970s, where their decline meant that there was a strong shift towards the non-native Nile tilapia, non-native Nile perch, and the native Lake Victoria sardine. Because of its small size, the abundant open water, Lake Victoria sardine only supported minor fisheries until the decline of other native. At the peak of the early 1990s, 500,000 tons of Nile perch were landed annually in lake. So guys, that's my video today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from my video. I hope you grasped something from the video. I hope you learned some things you need to know about Lake Victoria. And if you liked the video, guys, please leave a like to the video. Leave your thoughts down the comment section. Let me know what you think about my video today. Yeah, share the video to at least 5 of your friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 5 of your friends, guys. Share the video. Subscribe. Please consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video. If you found it interesting, educative, please subscribe. Tell your friend to subscribe.